Hey, my name's Joel, and in this video, I'm gonna be telling you about this FloNGo DuraMax 14-gallon gas tank from Scepter. Now, for years, I've been using Scepter fuel tanks that are 5 gallons, just the standard fuel tank with a nozzle in the end, and you have to pick it up and you have to heave it up over this gas opening on your mower or whatever you're filling up. And it's a little bit difficult for people who have a hard time picking up 5 gallons of fuel above their waist. Well, this is the solution to that, but not only a solution to that problem, but the problem of higher capacity. I'm always finding myself running out of gas as I'm mowing the yard and having to run and get some and bring it back. And I just don't want to keep multiple fuel tanks in my garage filled with fuel. So it'd be easier to have one that's a larger capacity. And that's where this comes into play. So essentially the idea is this is a large tank with a hose here on the bottom. There is a connection right down here, and this allows you to use it kind of like you would use the pump at a gas station. So there is 2 methods for filling here. You have this pump handle that you can simply pump at this level. So if the tank is below the fill hole, then you're gonna have to pump it with your handle. Or if you wanna get the tank above the fill line here, you can use this as a siphon, pump it a few times, and gas will begin to flow out. So let me go ahead and demonstrate how that works with my mower here. So the first thing you wanna do is you wanna open this little valve gate here on the bottom to make sure that fuel can come out. It's tight, which is good, and you don't want to leave this open so that when you're not using it, fuel could actually leak out. This is the only part of the tank you have to assemble, so make sure you get this hose all the way in there tight and tighten that pipe clamp so that it doesn't come off. Then once you're open down there at the bottom, you can take your handle here, and you've got this little green section here that you press in from this side. You kind of have to finagle it a little bit. So you kind of press it in and then pull your handle up like this. I don't want to do it because I don't want fuel to come out, but you just pull this handle, but it's got a safety. This is just a safety right here. As you're pulling, you can't do it unless you press this button here and allow it to come up. So obviously it has a little cap here. It's connected to the top just like that, so it can't come off and be lost. This is really helpful because there's always some fuel left in this hose and it wants to leak out. This is gonna keep it from leaking out, and it's got kind of a magnetic, feels like a magnetic, or maybe it's just a tight tip there. So let's go ahead and fill up the mower. Hey, real quick, if you're enjoying this video, please leave me a thumbs up down below. That really does help. And since our tank is on the ground for this one, which is below our fill line of the mower tank, we actually are gonna need to pump this in, and it's really pretty simple. All we do is press our safety latch right here, stick our nozzle in, and get our handle above, and then we can just kind of do a few pumps. And it really does come out pretty quickly. It's not that taxing, and it's easier than picking a gas tank up for sure. And each pump does give you quite a good spurt of fuel here. And actually we're pretty full already, so it's gonna start leaking out if I keep doing it. But it's a really simple operation if you want to pump the handle. I find it to be not that cumbersome. So even if the tank is on the ground, you can pump it out with this, just some nice, easy, steady pressure gets enough fuel flowing that it'll go into your tank no problem. And if you have the ability to get the tank above the fill line that you're filling at, it will just gravity feed in with a few quick pumps. That does mean lifting up the 14-gallon tank to something like a tailgate, or I prefer some kind of mount along the wall in the garage. I'm setting that up for myself, but I'm not all the way full here, but it's not that heavy altogether. We'd simply place it up here, take our hose, and we've got enough hose to go quite a bit away. You know, I can come all the way over here with this hose. It's probably 8 feet if I'm guessing, but I really don't remember. Then once you're above your level, all you need to do is come to your tank, take a few pumps, and this actually makes filling the tank extremely easy. It's what I like about it the most. And then when you're ready to store the tank, all you want to do is kind of hang your hose on this black hanger here. It's kind of a handle, so you would want to wrap it tightly so that you can actually get it up off the ground. We've got our tight little bunch there, and then we have this little green piece here at the end that you can just simply use to tie these last 2 bits together. This kind of hangs. You can put it on the wheels, roll it around. And this is actually something I like a lot because 14 gallons of fuel is a little bit heavy. You can lay it down like this if you prefer, but you can always pick it up by this nice big handle, roll it around your garage, even roll it out to your equipment in the driveway, or if you get stuck in the yard and run out of gas, run this to your mower. Not a big deal because you're not carrying the whole tank. You're simply rolling it out to where you are. So after having this most of the summer and using it here with my lawnmower and my other small engines that I have around the garage, I can honestly say it's way more convenient than those 5-gallon tanks. I've only had to take it to the fuel station to fill it up a couple times this year, and it's really easy to just roll in and out of the back of my truck with these little wheels. It's easy to maneuver it around. I'm currently building something in my garage that will allow me to elevate this up off the ground, so I don't need to transport it to a truck or anything to get it above the level. Because it's got a long hose, I can simply place it near my garage door, then pull all my engines close to that door and just run the hose out to them to fill it up. Nice and easy like that. But for something that is so easy to use, doesn't have any electronic pieces to go wrong, no pumps, I asked myself, would I rather have an electronic pump? And I think the answer is no, because this being mechanical means it will last for a long time. It's not going to break. So I prefer the size of this, the mechanical nature of this, and I think it's just a good design that works. So if you're looking for something that will keep you from running to the gas station multiple times in a week to fill up the gas tank for your small engines, this would be a good solution. This is the Scepter 14-gallon FloNGo DuraMax gas tank. Check it out for yourself. I really think you're going to like it.